Hey everybody, it's your bruddaZen. It's time for another timeless pick a card reading, where in this reading we're going to be asking what can help us in our current situation. So of course you're going to have a choice between 3 different options. You can choose from as many of these as you want, and timestamps will be listed down in the description box. If you want to leap ahead to one, you can do that, but we're going to start with number 1 right now. All right, if you chose reading number 1, and this is the reading for you, and we're going to start off pulling a card here from the Crystal Medicine Oracle and just see what medicine can help with your current situation. What does Spirit want you to know here? What can help you with your current situation? Okay. None of those. All right, that will be the one, I suppose. And you've got Beauty, Autumn, and the Eudolite, I think is how you pronounce that. Card number 3. Beautiful, beautiful scenery there. We're going to put that right here, smack in the middle. And let's see what energy this brings in for you. All right. So you've pulled this card into your awareness today as a reminder of the beauty that is within you and all around you at all times. There is a whole lot of truth in the old saying, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. You will see what you want to see, and now it's time to recognize the beauty that is in everything. Have you been rushing through life and not taking time to smell the roses? Are you judgmental about the way you look or about some of your personal traits? Have you been feeling unworthy? Is it hard to accept yourself at times? Well, it's time now to drop deeply into your own beauty and start to accept and love yourself unconditionally. You have the beauty of the universe within you, and now it's time to embrace it. It is difficult at times to recognize beauty because of prejudices and preconceived ideas, so you're now encouraged to move beyond these old perceptions and see the radiance that is offered to you. You are invited to do what is required to align to your beauty. You are beautiful inside and out, and now it's time to know this at the deepest level. You do have the medicine of autumn coming in here too, and autumn is the 3rd season of the year between summer and winter, a time when the leaves are falling from the trees. This is a time when fruits are ripe and ready to eat, a time of richness, beauty, and mystery. It's when the temperature starts to drop and we begin to prepare for the colder months. It is also naturally a time of reflection, self-care, and preservation, a time where the animals start collecting and storing food and making their safe home for the winter. Because the days and nights are of similar length, autumn is also recognized as being a time to find balance and inner peace. So connect to this powerful season to assist you in finding your inner radiance and beauty. And then the crystal that you can use with that is the Eudolite. I probably are mispronouncing that, but that does help you recognize your self-worth. It helps you to know your beauty, and it's also associated with self-love. So I love this coming in here for you. Beautiful, beautiful energy. So what you can help you in your current situation here definitely is finding your inner beauty, letting the old ways of thinking about yourself and others or the situation, let those old ways fall away. See things differently. Look for the beauty, because whatever we look for in a situation, we're going to find, right? If you want to find the negative and lower vibrational emotion in a situation, you will find it. Also, if you look for what they call the silver lining, right? But the things that you can be grateful for, unconditionally loving things, also, you can find that in a moment if you are looking for that. Number 3 is the number of the Empress, too, in the Major Arcana of the Tarot. which is Mother Nature, Mother Nurture. And I also feel like part of what can help you with this is getting out into nature if you can, because that will help you get out of the mindset, allow you to have this reset and also a refresh there. So I really like that for you. Next, I am being drawn here to the Enchanted Map Oracle. So let's take a look and see what else they want you to know here for your journey. So this is a map. So what else will help you in your current situation? All right, they do want this one right here. And you've got Moonlight, card number 51. Beautiful, beautiful card there. And I feel like we're going to put this one down here. We'll put this one like right here. And we'll see what message comes in here for you. Your intuition allows you to see beyond the mundane, logical, and analytical. So follow it. Yeah, so definitely turning inward here also allows you to see this clarity, right? The moonlight beckons. Come and trust your intuition to lead you into places that may not seem logical. Your hunches will be right on target. Resist second-guessing yourself, for your alternative perception is especially sharp right now. You can see beyond the surface of things and truly read between the lines. And this is a good time to use oracle cards or other systems of divination to gain information. Remember that the language of intuition is a symbolic one. It comes subtly through a hunch, a tingling, a clear sound, or an animal or object crossing your path. And Spirit is sending you a message to help you now. Success is yours if you follow the signs. Yeah, definitely here. There's the stepping away, getting out into nature, connecting to the moon, really stepping away out of logical ways of looking at this situation, whatever this current situation that you're in. The reason why it feels, like chaos, that feels so heavy, is because there's fear involved, and that's having these thoughts and beliefs and mindsets that are rooted in fear. The old ways of looking at things, our mind that is bringing in all these expectations and all these beliefs and stories around what is happening. But that's what these are talking about, is trusting your intuition, turn inward and upward to your heart, see things from a different perspective, and then also allowing those old ways to fall away and see them from a different point of view as well. So I really like that. And then we're going to pull some cards here from a tea leaf and just see what else they want to add in here around this situation for you as well. So what else? Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Anything else? All right. All right. Okay. So there we go. So we'll start here. The first one that popped out here is the empty chair. And so the empty chair, I feel like it feels like something, we're focusing on something that we might feel is missing from our life. And when we focus on what we're missing, what happens is that grows. Whatever our energy, like when we're focusing on the fears and things that are in our life that we don't want, or things that we feel will leave our life, we actually draw those things in we don't want and repel the things that we feel are missing. And so this message here is about, is the chair empty, or is it open for newness to come in, right? It's like how we look at it. What are we grateful for? What are we focusing on, right? So this is definitely bringing that in. And here's love. So, this is a general reading. So, this empty chair could be feeling like love is missing in your life, or if you're fearing that love will leave your life, right? So there is this beautiful transformation that we can make along these lines as well. And then you have the perched bird here, waiting for news, a package, or a letter. So the perched bird here does feel like there is this especially with intuition here, waiting for these messages from spirit, waiting for guidance to come in here. And if you're looking from the outside world, it can come through that way from spirit. But so much of this is about getting out into nature and getting away from things. I feel like you will have this relief that comes in, because the perch bird doesn't fear that this branch is going to break because it has wings to fly. So I really like that too. And here we have the tiger, which, feels like it says taking a chance, taking a risk, but the tiger has this inner courage that's coming in here as well. And I like that, this movement of feeling like there's things missing in your life, but having the courage to really face things and look at things here too. And you have the hat, you'll be playing a different role. Yeah. So putting on a different hat. I like that, how they're saying that with all this that's coming in here, because it feels like the different hat that you're putting on is taking off the negative hat, the fearful hat, and putting on the loving hat, the unconditional love and joy and peaceful hat instead. And it does bring transformation that comes around here. And wow. And here's the barrel, which is going to be over here. You feel something is lacking in your life, perhaps love, money, or goals. So here's the changing of the hats, right? Instead of focusing on what we feel is missing in our life, we start focusing on what we're grateful in our life. And then that just brings in this whole new way of looking at things and looking at life, right? So a beautiful, beautiful change of perspectives going on here. And let's see, we want to go to the wisdom of the oracle next here. Let me just move my microphone back a little bit. There we go. Let's see what else. So what else for those that chose reading number 1? Okay, I do want this one right here. And we've got Imagine, card number 20. A beautiful, beautiful card there. And we're just going to put that one down here. And let's see what comes in for this one here. I like this Imagine, the silver lining, it almost looks like for me in that card. So this is turning imagination into manifestation, creative thought, visualization, the power of aligning imagery and feelings, creativity, illusions. The number 3 too is about creativity as well as new birth. So I really like that. The oracle's message for you is, who do you want to be? What do you need to believe in order to have the life that you want? You were gifted with the power to imagine. And if you can dream it, you can create it. This is the time when your imagination is the key to manifesting the life you desire. Spend time daydreaming, fashioning a vision board to help you see the goals, or meditating. Allowing the power of your creativity to deliver images of what feeds your soul. Then allow your feelings to mingle with your inspirations and imagine these things being real right now, and then repeat. What you imagine will become your belief, and soon you will see these things come to pass in the outer world as if by magic. And that's what happens, right? When you're changing your energy, instead of focusing on what's missing and what you don't want, you're focusing on what you do. And that is the magic. That's our power. It's the magic wand in the suit of the tarot. It's the Ace of Wands or the magician. They are all about wielding the magic wand and focusing your energy on what you want to grow. And so if you don't like what you're growing, you focus on the different opposite, right? Instead of focusing on what you're missing, focusing on what you're grateful for that you do have, right? And these do have a relationship, an abundance, and a protection message, which I like to read. The relationship message says, in matters of the heart, right, it's easy to daydream about another as a means of connecting to that person. While that's romantic, if you want this relationship to be real, you need to go for it, not just dream about it. Now is the time to move beyond the daydream and into reality, beyond illusion and into fruition. Relationships are about relating. So step out onto the dance floor where imagination partners with a manifestation. The message of this card is that a person with attributes you have imagined will enter your life and you'll be changed for the better. Imagine that. And then the prosperity message says this is a powerful time to get clear on how you create your prosperity, what it means to you to be prosperous, and what attributes you need to develop in yourself to make things happen. Who do you need to be? Who do you need to be, to live out your dreams? Can you imagine the kind of life you desire? I mean, really imagine it without holding back the sheer force of your powers of creativity. If you can envision it, you can have it. So get ready, for prosperity is waiting for you to claim it now. Act as if your dreams really will come true. Wow. And then the protection message for this says illusions and wishful thinking rooted in a sense of lack, here we go, this lack, have entered your life. Now may be the time to see things as they truly are and not as you hoped or imagined they would be. Release any fear, then envision anew. Perhaps you are anticipating that something fearful might happen and recreating that image of disaster over and over in your mind. The universe responds to such projections, so be aware of this catastrophizing. No matter what, illusions and awfulizing are a misuse of imagination. Clear the inner slate and stay grounded. Stay real. Only then can you truly have what you desire. Wow, that's basically what we were talking about. Imagination is our power of intention and where we're putting our energy, right? So I love that. And then we're going to use the Tarot of the Divine and see what else they have for you here. All right, so what are your final messages here? For those that chose reading number 1, please. Okay, I do want to this one. What else? This one. What else? This one. What else? One by one, right? Okay. And then what's your final one? Okay. It's this one right here. All right. So we'll start with this one here. Here's the Six of Wands. Six of Wands is about recognition, being seen. It's also a very balanced and moving energy. 3 wands on each side. So I do like this coming in here. We had the 51 with the moon, and the 6 of Wands does tell you that you are supported, you are seen, and this is like the spirit world. Seeing what your true dreams are and what your true potential is, and what you focus on is what will grow and expand, right? I just feel like whatever success means, whatever, what does it mean to have things done right, and all of this, beliefs, these fears that you're dropping and allowing to fall away. This is such an important piece of it, because when we feel like, well, this is what it means to be successful, but there's a lot of fear around it, that is what is bringing a lot of angst and a lot of lack into your life. But when you turn inward and know that you're seen by the spirit world and they are your posse, don't neglect your intuition and your connection with the spirit world, because they see you. They're surrounding you. All these wands here are them cheering you on and high-fiving you. And again, if you ask them for support, if you ask them for signs, they'll give it to you in the outside world, in your emotions, your mind, wherever. to show you and help you along your path as well. But it does take, I feel like, getting out into nature and getting quiet is how you get to hear them, because when you're in fear, you're in chaos and noise. You can't hear the whispers of love. But as you raise your vibration to that of unconditional love, joy and peace and laughter, that's where you can hear those messages more clearly. Then you have the Lover's card. Yep, here we go. So you do have significant relationships that coming in here for you. I mean, this is over here on this chair, empty chair. This, if it is love that you want, whether it's romantic or a best friend or a connection to spirit, you definitely have the possibilities of it here for you, but it's about changing your energy and changing where the focus is on that. So that's an important piece here too. I like that confirmation. And you've got, this is the number 6, and you've got the 6 of Wands, and 5 and 1 is 6. So you definitely have this coming in. The 5 of Cups is bringing in a wonderful, beautiful message. Cups are your emotions, and the 5 of Cups lets you know that, they're mourning over the 3 cups that are spilt. And here's the 2 cups back here, which also represents like lovers and emotional choice coming in. And this tells you that don't beat yourself up for the emotions that you felt that have not been of the silver lining, and that we come here to experience the lower vibrational emotions, of sadness and betrayal and anger and all those rooted in fear. Because in doing that, we understand more fully the opposite of who we are back home. So because we're unconditional of there, we come down here to experience conditional. The deeper we go into conditional, the more we understand unconditional. We're beings of joy and happiness. We come down here and experience sadness. The more sad we are, the more experience or the knowledge that we have of happiness. So we come down here on purpose for a purpose, and this says basically every moment is a choice between unconditional love or fear of losing conditional love, and we get to choose. That's what the Lover's card is too, emotional choice, with these across here from each other. And so it's not that either is right or wrong, they're just different. And when we're tired of feeling one way, we can choose the other. And if we get bored of feeling unconditional love on this plane, we can go, experience drama again at any time. So I love this. Don't beat yourself up for what you have been feeling. Just know that you have another choice if you wish to do that. If you want to see beauty, you will find it. All right. And so here's the Magician card we talked about here with the magic coming in, which is your power. You hold that magic wand there, so whatever you focus in on does grow and expand. So here they are reaffirming the message about, what can help you in your current situation is so much about what are you focusing on, because it's growing and seeing things from this different perspective. And then your final card here is the King of Wands. This was the other one I was going to mention too, with the Magician, the Ace of Wands, or the King of Wands. This is basically the Magician again, because they have the Ace of Wands here. The King rolls over the wand suit, and they're the ones that can, of course, wield that and have this beautiful energy, and whatever they focus on expands and grows. So again, very clear here. This message is about where you focus in your energy. That's what can help you, is transforming it from focusing on fear to focusing on gratitude, unconditional love, joy, peace, laughter, and what you do want to draw into your life, instead of focusing on what you feel is lacking, like missing in your life, what's in your life that you don't want, or fearing what will leave or come into your life, right? Instead of focusing on that and feeding it, you're feeding what you do want to have to come in here instead. So I like this for you that chose reading number 1. If you're looking for more messages of love like this, there's a couple things you can do. First, you can give this video a little thumbs up by clicking the like button. That does tell me you're enjoying the content, and it tells YouTube that you're enjoying the content. YouTube will bring you more type of content similar to that. The second thing you can do is subscribe to my channel, and that'll give you access to the notification bell. When you go in there, if you select the all option, a couple things happen. One, you'll be notified right away when I post new videos. And two, you're also notified when I go live on YouTube to provide free readings. I currently go live every Wednesday through Sunday night at 7 p.m. Mountain Time and Friday, Saturday, Sunday mornings at 11 a.m. Mountain Time. Also, doing a variety of things does help spread the Zen love, and it helps my channel grow in significant ways. And you are part of the love tsunami, because when you like or share one of my videos, comment on one of my videos, subscribe to my channel, doing those things makes the YouTube algorithm so crazy giddy happy, wants to automatically share the videos of my channel with other people as well. So if you feel inspired to do any of those, please know I'm very, very grateful. These are general readings. If you want even more specific information and answers for your specific life, I do offer personal readings at a reasonable rate, and all that information is listed down in the description box of the video down below. All right, everybody, as you're going through this wonderful journey, please know that every second of every day of your life that you are unconditionally loved by the Mother and the Father of all things. And of course, I love you too. Have an amazing journey. We'll be talking soon, I'm sure. In the meantime, you hang in there and you take care. If you chose reading number 2, then this is the reading for you. And we're going to start off pulling a card here from the Crystal Medicine Oracle. And we'll see what can help you in your current situation here. All right, maybe they'll help me shuffle. There we go. All right, so for those that chose reading number 2, what can help them in their current situation, please? Whoa, all right. So definitely a strong message coming through. What a beautiful card. You have celebration with the sacred ceremony and red jasper as the crystal. So we'll put that right here in the middle. Card number 4, and let's take a look here and see what this brings in for you. Very stabilizing number, the 4. I always think of like a big, huge table with 4 huge legs, very solid foundation. And it says, you have attracted this card into your awareness as it is a time of celebration. The journey of life has its ups and downs, and at times we feel like we are constantly striving for the next goal. You have now entered a phase of celebration, and it's time to acknowledge your achievements. You've been putting a lot of energy into your projects and doing incredibly well. And today it's time to recognize how far you've come and how amazing you are. Throughout history, celebration has been a big part of life, with ceremonies created to acknowledge things such as harvest times and rites of passage. People through the ages understood that celebration was an important part of the ending of a cycle and an opportunity to receive the fruits of their labor. Have you been striving and achieving and not honoring yourself in the process? Do you feel like all you do is work and never play? Are you always serious? Have you lost the magic in your life? Well, now it's time to stop for a moment and bring in the energy of joy and celebration. It is extremely important that you take this time to give back to you, to say thank you for who you are in this world and all you bring to the table, like we were talking about. It is easy to burn out and lack the energy and motivation to continue if you don't have times of celebration. What do you do that allows you to feel celebrated? Take yourself on a holiday. Organize a night out with your friends, or go and buy yourself a present. Whatever it is, make sure to give back to you. And it's time to celebrate and rejoice in being you. Wow, I love that. The medicine to help with that is the sacred ceremony. And it says most tribes throughout history have practiced sacred ceremony as a way to celebrate and connect to and honor the divine source of all. Ceremony would also be practiced to deepen the connection of the tribe to the earth, during which they would receive her wisdom and guidance. There are many types of ceremonies, such as healing, rites of passage, passing over, marriage, initiation, celebration, and honoring of the earth or ancestors, moon cycles, and harvest times. These sacred ceremonies were a form of prayer and created an abundance of healing energy that was shared with the people, our earth, and all that inhabit her. Ceremony is defined in the dictionary as a formal, religious, or public gathering that celebrates an achievement or anniversary. So creating a ceremony or ritual is an extremely important part of honoring the essence of the celebration. The tribes would dress up in ritual clothing and participate in sacred dances and play music to honor and celebrate the important events. There was a strict protocol of how the ritual was performed, and this would be handed down through the generations. And the importance of ceremony has been forgotten, and it's time to create your own ceremony to celebrate you. Wow. This red jasper crystal here helps create sacred space, and it also helps align you with the joy of life. It also assists you in honoring of ancestors. So if you have red jasper, that can help you with this too. But I like this message. So what can help you in your current situation is to not have this when in the future this happens, I can be happy and I can celebrate myself, but celebrate all along the way. It reminds me of the Four of Wands in the tarot, because it is the joy and celebration type of energy, and it is about not waiting and holding off. It's like celebrating every step along the way and being happy, sometimes for no reason at all, because then no one can take it away from you. But I like this: celebrate, 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 celebrate. Not wait until you've ran the 150-mile marathon. Celebrate each step that you're taking along the way. I really like that. So that is where we're starting. We're also going to pull here from the Enchanted Map Oracle and to see what else they would like you to know here. What kind of map do they have on how you can celebrate yourself along the way here? What else do you have for those that chose number 2, right? I do want this one here. And you've got Coming to Life. Yes, card number 29. Boom, boom, boom. Almost look like they're celebrating the one step at a time, right? All right, let me just move this up just a little bit here. We'll put that right here. Let's see what we have for this. Something beautiful is being born in your life. When you look at your life, can you see how you've grown and evolved over time? There we go. They're already starting off saying, look at how far you've come. Perhaps you've shed skins and identities and created new ones, or at the very least matured in your ideas about yourself and the world you inhabit. You know things take time, and Spirit's timetable is rarely in sync with your own. This card indicates that a long-held dream is beginning to show signs of life. You must try not to coax it along or shape it according to your desires. Spirit knows the best form for the manifestation of this dream, and your life can become even better than you could possibly imagine. Now is the time for reverence and awe, right? Celebration. Allow the contours of your path to be carved by the hands of the divine. All you have to do is show up. Yeah. So, really participate in the moment. Allow the road is going to spin and turn and go all sorts of ways. And if you get really attached to trying to control the outcome and the hows and the whens and all of that, that takes away our joy and our celebration. But allowing the flexibility of spirit and creator and the whole spiritual posse of support that you have to bring the what, how, and when is most beneficial for you. They know all that, and so we can trust that. And that is how you can celebrate as you go along as well. We're going to pull here from the tea leaf cards here. Okay, they do want this one for you. And see what else they want you to know around this celebration here. Okay, they do want this month. I feel like I want to put the month in the middle there. So what else? Okay. What else? All right, boom, they all came out really fast here. So let's get all of these in here. I feel like this is where they want them all. And so we will take them piece by piece, starting over here. And you have the mountain road. You are on the road to success. So trust the path as you're going on it here. So again, celebrating and just knowing that there's twists and turns and you're on the right path and you can trust that. And then you can just, go with the flow as these things unfold. So I really like that. And then we're going to jump over to here. And you have the eye, the psychic ability. Trust your intuition. Yeah, trust your connection to the spirit realm and know that you are guided. You are very well taken care of. And if you will, celebrate and focus on joy, there's this beautiful thing, intuition. We all have it. And the more we quiet ourselves and raise our vibration to that of the higher realm, which is of joy and celebration and unconditional love and gratitude and peace, that's the frequency at which spirit speaks. When we're down below in the lower vibrational, loud, chaotic, noisy energy, of fear, we have a hard time hearing clearly. So I definitely like this. Stepping into the joy, stepping into the celebration does help you connect to spirit and hear things more clearly as well. And then you have ear. And so you also allows you to hear clearly. So see, I like this too, of the senses. Be here in this moment. What do you hear? What do you see? Allow yourself to enjoy what is here right now instead of being distracted about the future, because like they say, if we don't, on the mountain path and the mountain road, as we're rushing to get to the end, we don't stop to smell the roses and see the beauty and hear the beautiful birds singing. We miss out on so much if we rush to get to the end result, right? So take a look around. Yeah. Smell the flowers. I love it. Happiness. So again, here's happiness, joy, celebration, focusing on what you are happy for in this moment, right? I love it. You have the funnel. And sorry for the shadow there. So the funnel says here, period of frustration, lessons to be learned. And that is what's great. We do have challenges along the way. We do have things that we hear and see and smell that aren't too pleasant, right? And that's okay. It's all part of our growth, all part of how things are unfolding. And I love that. When we realize and we can trust that the path that unfolds is always for us and it's not happening to us, we trust the road, we trust the path, and we understand that sometimes there's some stuff that isn't the way we want it to be, etc. But there is this, freedom that comes in knowing that it's happening for us and not happening to us. We stay out of victimhood and we feel very special when we realize, okay, this little thing that's coming across my way is happening for me for a reason. And I'm going to ask myself, why would I want this to happen for me? Now, why is this happening to me? Even though we come down here to experience that, once we are done feeling, I'm feeling enough of a victimhood, I want something different, we can change that whole transformation of how we're perceiving it too. Then we have the wedge. So someone is trying to come between you and a friend or something. I don't see this. I see this as taste. I see this as cheesecake. So we've got like the senses here, the majority of them, right? We've got taste and smell and eye, seeing and hearing. So I feel like this so much is a piece of cheesecake. And so I like this. There is this beautiful stop and take a look around, be in this moment and take in all the senses and go, what am I feeling? What am I hearing? What am I smelling? What am I seeing? And enjoy all that. And let's see what this month is here. February is an important month for you. Whatever this may be, I feel this is significant. Either it's a birth date or it's the culmination of things. There's something to celebrate here in February. And I really like this, celebrating you. I kind of see you taking yourself on a date for Valentine's Day in February. I feel like this nudge here around that. So we'll see what that is. And that, of course, can mean something else for you as well, since this is a general reading. So we're also going to pull from the Wisdom of the Oracle. Let's see what else they bring in here for you. So for those that chose reading number 2, what else? Okay, there's this one right here. You've got Message in a Bottle, card number 15. We're going to put this down here. There we go. And let's see what this brings for you. So the information around this is communication, a sign, the ancient name for a spontaneous oracle delivered innocently by the speaker, pointing the way to your highest good. So this message, the whole message in a bottle, this is pointing you toward your highest good, trusting that they are sending you and guiding you on your path for your highest ability, right? Your highest experience, the mountain road, taking you to the best experience. So the oracle's message says, Spirit sends you signs when you ask for them, when you believe you will receive them, and when you allow yourself to become fluent in the language of symbols, oracles, and omens. They may come to you as a bird flying by, a logo on a truck, and a song on the radio. Expect confirmation that you are pointed in the right direction. Keep your ears open, for someone might say just the right thing that will give you the answers to your query. Today, your message is this: Spirit hears you, and the reply is favorable. So I like this too. Keep your eyes peeled, your nose peeled, your mouth peeled. Look for signs from Spirit too that guide you along the way. We had this with the intuition coming in, right? And then these cards do come with a relationship, a prosperity, and protection message, which I like to read. And the relationship message, says you can expect someone to favor you with positive news. This was the good news here. This could be in the form of a letter, a phone call, or an email, and you are the intended receiver of this message. So stay open to what you learn. Only good will come of it in the end. The signs are all there. So I feel like all of this, the signs are all there. If you stop and look and listen and taste, and you're going to see that you're on the right path and everything is unfolding, taking you to where you're wanting to go. The prosperity message here says you are on target with your purpose and your passion. You're coming into alignment with your destiny, and Spirit wants you to know that you're on the right track. Expect a call, a new opportunity, or a message from an old friend or business contact that will lead you closer to your dreams and greatest desires. Spirit has been listening to you. Wow, I love it. And then the protection message that comes in here, if this resonates, says, are you refusing to acknowledge the signs because you want things as you want them? Red flags are not pretty decorations for you to admire. They are warning you for a reason. If something doesn't sit right with you, trouble could be hiding in the bushes. So don't ignore the signs. Spirit always has your best interest at heart and will draw your attention to what you're overlooking. Wow. So much of what we've been talking about here. I just love how everything just synchronistically opens up here. All right. And then lastly, we are going to pull here from the Tarot of the Divine. We're going to see here, what else do they have for those that chose reading number 2? Okay. Like this one is here, and then there's these. Oh, nope, it was these down here. I think there's 4 here. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Yep, those are it. So we will start with this one over here, which we have the Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords is balancing heart and mind. You know, she rules over the sword suit of the air, the mind, which is our thoughts, beliefs, mindsets, attitudes, expectations. But all the queens are given a second portion, which is of water, which is the connection to the higher realm as well. And the Ace of Swords that she wields, it allows her to see things from a higher perspective. And I like the colors are somewhat similar here. But there's this wonderful, wonderful release that comes because in seeing things from a higher perspective, it also allows you to cut away the fears that could be holding us back, right? And so, you know, when it talked about in the card about resisting some things because we have some thoughts and beliefs and mindsets about the supposed to, the should, the need to, the have to, the must that are rooted in the fear of losing conditional love. There's all these popular opinions we're given when we're growing up. And this is basically saying that we can question those when we see things and see things from the higher perspective, from Spirit's perspective. It allows us to cut away this control we feel we need over our path. Because when we try to control it, we take ourselves off-road, off the path, and run into a tree where you can trust Spirit that they are guiding you and taking you in the right direction. Yeah, and the Three of Wands is about changing directions too. So, you know, trust the signs that you get, trust the urges, and if it's taking you in a different direction than you thought you would go, trust that too. You know, the Three of Wands is about, you know, the Two of Wands is like planning. You're in the middle of a continent, you're going to go to the coast, and once you get to the coast, you're going to board a ship and go off this direction. Well, on your path in flight, you learn new information, new things unfold. When you get there, you don't want to go this way because there's a hurricane that way. And you're like, you know what? I'm going to take the boat and go this way instead. So you switch directions from where you're going to go before, and you're trusting it. You're trusting you're being guided because you're seeing the signs, you're connecting to Spirit, and you're letting the fears go. And this is taking you in a new direction. So allow that to happen. Go with the flow of this change that's coming up. And you have the Hierophant. The Hierophant does invite you to go inward. And like this Queen of Swords, this is about you discovering the capital T truth of who you want to be and where you truly want to go. Again, cutting away the thoughts and beliefs and the restrictions and everything that we think we're supposed to go on, where we're supposed to go, should go, need to go, blah, blah, blah. This is having you turn inward and upward, and you're really connecting again to the upper world, discovering what your true path is, the true mountain road that you've been wanting to go on. And so you're letting go, you're releasing this need to know, and you're, again, coming back to this celebration. Each step along the way, you're enjoying it because you're not so caught up in destination as you are on enjoying each step of the journey as you're going forward. Yeah, and here's the Nine of Swords. Swords again, thoughts, beliefs, mindsets. All this is coming in here, right? It's normally known as the nightmare or insomnia card because the 9 is all about you're almost to the point of exhaustion trying to live up to all those expectations that we talked about. Well, no, if you're going to go on a successful path, this is what it's supposed to look like, has to look like, must look like, should, all those supposed to's that come in, all those opinions. Where there's this freedom that comes in with it, where you are released from that. You're cutting those away with this Ace of Swords. And there's this freedom. You're not freaking out, trying to be in control. Because the only reason we try to be in control of our journey is because we've had so many rules about, we can't go off course or we're going to die and things are going to be bad. People are going to reject us. We're going to be, unworthy of love. It's like, no. This is all cutting things away because you're connecting to a higher love that comes in here and you're not afraid. You're able to live in the moment because you have everything you need within you. And then you have the Two of Wands. So the Two of Wands, we just talked about the Three of Wands. The Two of Wands is about knowing that every moment is an energetic choice of where you focus your energies, right? Whatever you focus on does grow and expand. And so when you're focusing on celebration and joy, things to be joyful for and things to celebrate get bigger and we draw more of those in. If we're focusing on fear of failing, we actually draw in failure because we're focusing on it. When we focus on things that we feel are going to leave our life or come into our life, we repel it or draw it in. Same thing when we focus on the joy, the gratitude, laughter, unconditional love, what we do want to come into our lives, we draw that in instead. And so there is this message with the celebration. When you focus on joy, joy, joy in this moment, we draw in more things to be joyful about. So I really like this message for you. Something I did that helped me around gratitude, who can do the same thing around joy, is to set an alarm on your phone for every waking hour and just call it celebrate. And so when when it goes, have it like you can have it vibrate instead of it being out loud and irritating people. But you can have it vibrate and you're like, what is that? Oh, that's right, celebrate. Take a moment to celebrate, come back to making your habit celebrating. We'll get drawn back into our fears and the alarm goes off, celebrate. Get drawn back out into fears, celebrate. And we start spending more time celebrating than going back into fear, and it'll transform your life, guaranteed. So I love this for you, all of you that chose number 2. And if you're looking for more messages of love like this, there's a couple things you can do. The first is to give this video a little thumbs up by clicking the like button. That does tell me that you're enjoying this content, but it also tells YouTube that you are, and they'll bring more of that to you. The other thing you can do is hit the subscribe button, and that gives you access to the notification bell. And when you go into the notification settings, there's an all option, which if you select that, a couple things happen. One, you're notified right away when I post new videos. The other thing is you're notified when I go live on YouTube providing free readings. I go live currently every Wednesday through Sunday night at 7 p.m. Mountain Time and Friday, Saturday, Sunday mornings at 11 a.m. Mountain Time. So if you click that all, then you'll be notified when I'm going to go live. Also, doing those things helps spread the Zen love, and it helps you be part of the love tsunami. Because when you like or share one of my videos, comment on one of my videos, subscribe to my channel. Doing those things makes the YouTube algorithm so happy it wants to automatically share the videos of my channel with other people as well. So if you feel inspired to do any of those things I mentioned, please know I'm very, very grateful. Also, these are general readings. If you're looking for even more specific information and answers for your specific life, I do offer personal readings at a reasonable rate, and all that information is located in the description box of the video down below. All right, all of you that chose reading number 2, as you go through this wonderful adventure, celebrating each moment, please know that every second of every day of your life that you are unconditionally loved by the Mother and the Father of all things. And of course, I love you too. Have an amazing adventure. We'll be talking soon, I'm sure. And in the meantime, you hang in there and you take care. If you chose reading number 3, then this is the reading for you. And we are going to start off pulling a card here from the Crystal Medicine Oracle and just see what Spirit and Creator feel can help you in your current situation. All right, so for those that chose reading number 3, oh, right. Okay, no, they don't want those. All right, so what, for those that chose reading number 3, just one card, please. Patience is evidently part of it. Okay, there we go. And let's see what we have here. So you have self-mastery. Interesting card there. And self-mastery has the spider and topaz. And so we're just going to put that right here. There we go. And let's see what this brings in for you here. All right. So you are your own master. Always have been and always will be. And it's time to embrace all of who you are in its totality. This card is a sign that it's time to take your mastery to a whole new level. Life is full of opportunities and lessons that guide us to the realization that everything we require lies within, and we have our own answers to our questions. When we take the time to honor and awaken the master within, only then does this aspect of ourselves have the opportunity to shine in its full glory. To master something takes time, commitment, discipline, strength, and courage, and you have these aspects available to you at all times in abundance. Have you been looking outside of yourself for the answers? Are you going through some challenging and uncomfortable situations in your life? Are you being tested around your values? These are all powerful signs that you are awakening to a deeper sense of your own self-mastery. You are asked to be patient. There you go. I said patience was in there. You're being asked to be patient with yourself through this time as a deeper sense of clarity births within you. You are connecting deeply to your inner wisdom and weaving your magic into the world on the deepest level. It's time to accept, honor, and trust yourself in this powerful process as you step deeply into your mastery. Card number 27. 7 and 2 is 9, which is the Hermit's number in the major arcana of the tarot. So there is this calling inward here to turn, and they usually have like a lantern in the Hermit card, which is connecting to your higher self, connecting to the spirit world, allowing it to be your guide along the path that you're taking. And then the medicine here is spider, and spiders are ancient creatures that have been around in abundance for millions of years. Spider is a powerful ally and medicine to support and assist us in weaving our medicine and mastery into the world. She reminds us to be patient with ourselves in the process, that we're deeply connected to and a part of the web of life and all its divine wisdom, and we can access this wisdom at will. When Spider shows up, it's time to tune in to your mastery and birth it into your world. And Topaz here, the crystal that helps here, does aid in the powerful process of self-mastery. It's a potent medicine to align to and manifest your higher purpose. It also assists in clearing and balancing the mind, creating clarity and a deeper sense of inner peace. So I really love that. And it reminded me here, if it resonates for you, I do have a free YouTube series called Who Let the Master Out. If you go to my main page, I have a playlist, and like the third or fourth one down is about, I think it says series, and it's one of those. So you can definitely check that out if that resonates for you. So I like it. This is all about turning inward to your strength. This is what helps you in your current situation, is turning inward and discovering and remembering your power. We're also going to pull from the Enchanted Map Oracle, see what other messages they have here to give you some direction on your enchanted map, of the map of your life here, to see what will help. So what else for those that chose reading number 3? All right, that's the one right there. And you have Making a Choice, card number 30. Beautiful card there. Yep, 2 doors. So, power of choice. Let me just scooch this up a little bit. Let's see what this brings in for you. So, you're required to come to a decision now. You're faced with a dilemma or a fork in the road, and you must make a conscious choice regarding the next right action. And whatever that choice is, you must take responsibility for it. Yet, you needn't be afraid. You may not have all the answers right now, because the way ahead can't be known until you've embarked and traveled a few steps. Trust your intuition. Ask for a sign from Spirit, and you will be led to the right path. If you remain conscious and aware, your choice will be the right one at this time. Life is always about learning, and success lies in choosing consciously, guided by intuition and spirit. So here we go. Turning inward, being guided on your path. That's the whole hermit's message for the Hermit card. So definitely reinforcing that here. We're also going to pull here from the tea leaf and see what other messages that they have here for you regarding this turning inward and trusting intuition. Okay, wow, they do want these here. Oh, they want that one there and this one here. And what else? Should be one more, at least. Maybe 2. Nope, there's the one. Is there one more? I feel like there's another one that's going to go in the middle. There we go. Yeah. The one that's going in the middle is the kangaroo. Unsettled times need to plan ahead. But I like the kangaroo because here's the small self and the higher self. So this is jumping into the pouch of your higher self, allowing them to guide you on your path. And so there is this comforting that comes in here. I like that. That's your like I said, your higher self and your human self joining together there. All right, so we're going to start over here, and you have the dog, the close up. So there is this loyalty that comes in here, and it does say pleasure with a close friend. And again, I feel like this has to do not so much about the outside world, but about the inside. Because when you spell dog backwards, you've got God, creator, source. And I feel like that is what's coming in here, is this flipping of things, seeing things from the inside out, and you see this loyalty, you see this, how close of a friend the spirit world is for you, and that how they help you and guide you along your path. I mean, this is how close you can be where you jump in the pouch, right? So I love that closeness that's coming in here. And you've got the 4-leaf clover. So this is all about abundance. It says luck and, great good fortune that comes in. And it is, there is definitely this energy of abundance that comes in. When the little kangaroo, the baby wallaby is in the pouch of the mama, it does have everything it needs in there. It feels safe, it's warm, it's protected. I think even they have where they get their baby nutrition is all in there. And so I just feel like there's this feeling of wholeness that comes in with this as well. And you have the scales. So life in balance here. So seeing things from both perspectives. This reminds me of the Justice card in the Major Arcana of the Tarot, which is about balancing our fears. We have a lot of fears, supposed to, shoulds, need tos, have tos of the outside world. And there's this balancing that comes in where we're connecting to the higher truth. We're seeing things from that higher perspective. And in doing so, we cut away the fears of losing conditional love, the fears of rejection, all of that of the outside world, all those opinions that we've been given throughout our life. And it's cutting away and allowing a balancing to come in where we see things equally. We realize there's two of us that are living this human experience, our little self and our higher self. And that each of them brings different experiences with it, but we don't have to feel like a little baby wallaby, baby kangaroo out on our own, fearing. We can connect to our higher self and realize how protected and looked after we are. And that capital S self-mastery, realizing just how powerful we really are. Yeah. And here is a younger woman, comes in here. And this is a general reading, but I feel like there is this. And the camera shut off here, which Mercury retrograde happening, not to blame it, but it happened, so it just stopped. So this younger woman does remind me of the pages in the tarot, which is about the newness, about this connecting to our, the divine feminine energy here, about the birthing, about seeing that connection to the compassion, the nurturing that comes in here too. And I like this wonderful, coming of age type of energy where, that's when she realizes that she, can give birth, this power that comes in here, very much a strong energy about what can you birth, what can you bring into the world, right? And I feel like that kind of energy here, which isn't what I normally pick up, but that's what's coming through right now for it. And then we have the cane. It says pay attention to your health. And I like this card coming in here because this is part of knowing that we're so much more than the human. And as we connect more into our higher self, we fear less and we have this loving more. We're more in this wonderful place. The more we realize we're so much more than this human being, we're not in fear so much. When we're in fear, our human body goes into fight or flight mode, right? And when we're in fight or flight mode, our body shuts down its immune system, its digestive system. It shuts down a lot of things to put as much force and energy that we can into fighting or fleeing. And so when we're in a place of peace, when we're in this connection here, our bodies end up functioning at a higher and higher and higher place of perfection, of being this beautiful healing, self-healing machine as well. So of course, I'm not a doctor, but if you check out, what fight or flight does and how the human body is so self-healing, you'll find a lot of stuff out there in the world too. I like it. And you have the apple. It says temptation, but I think the apple a day helps keep the doctor away. So again, the apple has to do with, in this case, it's a spiritual apple where you are focusing in on connecting to your spiritual higher self on a daily practice. And this helps with that self-mastery. It helps you with this connection and this relationship that you're developing, and you're making it part of a daily practice, because when you're doing that daily, you have more and more peace daily as well. So I like it. And then we're going to pull from the wisdom of the oracle here and see what else they'd like to add in here. All right, so what else? What else for those that chose through? Okay, reading number 3. And you've got the fork in the road. Shut up. So this one talked about you're at a fork in the road. Well, here you are definitely at a fork in the road here. Card number 13. 13. They will sound alike, right? All right, so let's see what we have here. So, time to make a decision, considering the consequences as you prepare to act, opening up to the obligation to make a necessary choice. So this oracle's message to you is that every choice has a consequence. You've arrived at a fork in the road and you're being asked to come to a decision. Will you further your dreams by choosing to go to the left or by choosing to go to the right? Will you take the road less traveled or the one well worn by others who've come before you? This is your choice and yours alone to make. Circumstances and other people will not make it for you, so be present and do not avoid this junction, for it is an important crossroads. Take heart, as no matter which path you choose, you will have a rich and meaningful experience. And of course, the path that you're in is to turn inward or continue to stay outward, right? And either way, you're going to have a meaningful experience. One's just going to be the low road that goes through Pupukaka Valley. The other one's a higher road where you get to enjoy the beautiful, wonderful smelling wildflowers. It's all up to us, right? Now, this card, they come with a relationship, a prosperity, and a protection message, which I do want to read. And for relationships, it says you've reached a moment of truth in the evolution of your relationship. Which will you choose? To open up to the possibility of love or to remain isolated? To go deeper and commit to mutual passion or to walk away? This is a time to take responsibility for your truest desire and follow it. Be honest with yourself about what you're willing to do, invest, and give. Then choose. You cannot make a wrong choice. If you move forward with a relationship, know that it will be based in truth and authenticity. You will have made a conscious decision rather than simply hanging on because you don't want to be alone or ending things because you're afraid of the intensity of genuine connection. All roads lead to the lessons you must learn in your relationships. Regardless of the decision you make, it will place you on the path to a truer experience of the heart. I like it. The prosperity message here, we know with the four-leaf clover, it says you've come as far as you can on this part of your journey, and now you're faced with a choice. Inherent in this choice is the need for change, for evolution, and for a bettering of your circumstances. Narrow it down to just a single question. Who do I need to become, and what do I need to believe in order to live a life of prosperity? Answer honestly and from the heart. Then the decision about which way to go will be effortless. Know that abundance is all around you. Choose to see it, and it will be easier to settle on a direction, for the way will be made clear by your intuition, which knows how to steer you towards your well-being. Here's the well-being again, and intuition definitely coming in. And then these come with a protection message, which I like to read in case it resonates. It says, indecision is extremely frustrating and can lead to anxiety, loss, and confusion. At this juncture, you can't remain in place without losing your way altogether. Avoid the tendency to let others choose for you, which amounts to a subtle refusal to take responsibility. Don't give your power away, not even to this oracle. By not making a choice, you are making a choice for which you must be accountable. And if that choice leads to undesirable circumstances, take heart. Spirit never tires of giving you second chances. You can always start again once you've learned this valuable lesson, right? So if you go down into Pupukaka Valley, there's always paths that lead back to the higher one. So I like that. All right. And then we're going to also pull from the Tarot of the Divine. These will be your final messages for those of you that chose number 3. So what else? Okay, well, there we go. Okay. And those. So we've got these here. Okay, I see what they're doing here. So you've got a couple extra cards than the other piles, but that's all right. We will make it work, right? We'll just do it on each one of these. Okay, I see. All right, so we'll start with this one over here. You do have the 6 of Cups. The 6 of Cups does show a balancing out of emotions, 3 on each side. It's normally the nostalgia, the past that's coming in here. And I like this for you because I feel like there's this beautiful flow of emotion that comes in here as you step into your self-mastery, right? Again, it's like 3 on each side. It's like there's this choice to be made. Every moment is a choice of the fear of losing conditional love or of unconditional love of above. And so it's, again, showing your higher and lower self here, joining hand in hand. So there is this coming together of emotion, going through emotion together and realizing there is not a wrong emotion through this either. And you have the Ace of Wands. So here is you stepping into your power, new passion, new drive, new spiritual energy that does come about from connecting to your higher self and the self-mastery that we were talking about in the middle. Because, of course, as you realize and step into your power, realizing that you're so much more than a human, you are an eternal, powerful, supernatural spirit being made of unconditional love, limitless, boundless, powerful, right? And so there is this new energy that comes in. It reminds me of the magician, where you are manifesting things very easily, with this clarity of your power and with less fear. There's less obstacles that stand between you and bringing in things into your life. And here is the Knight of Swords. So you do have movement of thought and belief and mindset, and all knights are on the quest. This knight does quest after higher knowledge. It quests after the Ace of Swords, which is, connects to the capital T truths of the higher realm, which allows it to cut away the fears we talked about here. So you are on this search here with this self-mastery of these higher truths and connecting to those that brings freedom, that brings energy and power in for you as well with this. Yeah. You have the Emperor. So the Emperor is about you stepping into your power, definitely. Because the Emperor, they're in a throne room full of, advisors, people telling him the shoulds and need tos and have tos and supposed tos of life. And after a while, the Emperor goes tired because they're like, okay, everyone, clear the throne room. I need to make decisions for me, and I'm deciding. It's Aries, it's newness coming in here. And so we know with this fork in the road, things can't stay the way they are. It has to go to this higher level. It has to go to this new place. And, they even have the Ace of Swords in this one in their hands here, which is them making decisions, them communicating, and them stepping forward with that as well. So I like this power that's coming in because you really truly are blowing your mind in a way, your human mind, as you realize more and more and get concepts of who you really are. Is so empowering for your life. Yeah. And you are ready for the Fool card, which is the first card in the Major Arcana, a new journey free of expectations. Can represent your soul as well, so connection to your soul. But this is like them before they're leaping off into the journey of this lifetime with our human self. And it is this beautiful adventure because it's free of expectations. We've cutting away the supposed tos, the shoulds, the need tos, the have tos of life, and it's allowing you to really step forward and feeling just so free in this path that you're headed down. Yeah. Ten of Swords, endings and new beginnings. Ten of Swords, all the swords that we had coming in here. The Ten of Swords usually has someone that's like laying down on the ground on their stomach, and they have all the swords stuck in their back, and it's the exhaustion. Just they're tired of trying to live up to all the expectations of the outside world and all those rooted in fears of losing conditional love. And this is this change. There is this freedom that is coming in with all of this that allows you to move forward so boldly in your life. And your final card is the Five of Cups. And this is a great card because it is letting you know we came down here on purpose for a purpose. Like, our little human self is not here by accident. We didn't like trip and fall out of heaven and go, whoops, I didn't mean to come down here to this planet. We came down here purposely to experience the three spilt cups, which are relationships, situations, and things that have all these lower vibrational emotions that are related to it, which make us, realize how big we are by experiencing our opposite. And all this contrast we came here to experience brings us to the Two of Cups that are behind us. When we realize that every moment is a choice of unconditional love or the fear of losing conditional love, we get to choose. Neither's right, neither's wrong. They just bring us different experiences. Fear makes us feel small, restricted, powerless, limited, if I didn't say that already, just really confined. And we get to feel all those emotions related to fear. Whereas when we experience unconditional love, we feel expansive and powerful, limitless, and we get to experience all those emotions related to unconditional love, like gratitude and joy and laughter and peace, etc. So, neither's right, neither's wrong. They just bring us different experiences. So we don't beat ourselves up. Our self-mastery does not mean destroying our small self. It means we become aware that we're much more than the small s self. We're also the capital S self, the actor behind the character. And our higher self doesn't destroy our smaller self. It completes it. It's a part of us, and so we don't want to destroy it. We walk hand in hand then through life in a different way, and the self-mastery changes that for you. Wow, I am loving this for you, all of you that chose reading number 3. You always get such beautiful, spiritual, deep messages. So I love this for you, and I'm excited for the journey that you're going to be on with this. And if you are looking for more messages of love from above, there's a couple things that you can do. First, you can give this video a little thumbs up by clicking the like button. That does tell me you're enjoying the content, but it also tells YouTube that you're enjoying the content, and they'll bring you more of that. The other thing that you can do is click the subscribe button. That gives you access to the notification bell. And when you go into the notification settings, you can select all, which does a couple things. One, it'll tell you right away when I post new videos. And number 2, it also tells you when I'm going to go live to provide free readings on YouTube. I currently go live every Wednesday through Sunday night at 7 p.m. Mountain Time, and also Friday, Saturday, and Sunday mornings at 11 a.m. Mountain Time. Also, doing these things helps spread the Zen love, and you're part of the love tsunami, because when you like or share one of my videos, comment on one of my videos, subscribe to my channel, doing those things makes the YouTube algorithm so giddy, crazy, happy, excited, wants to automatically share the videos of this channel with other people as well. So if you feel inspired to do any of those things I mentioned, please know I'm ever, ever so grateful. Also, these are general readings, and if you're looking for even more specific information and answers for your specific life, I do offer personal readings at a reasonable rate, and all that is listed down in the description box of the video below. All right, all of you that chose reading 3, please know, as you're going through this amazing adventure, that every second of every day of your life, that you are unconditionally loved by the Mother and the Father of all things. And of course, I love you too. Have an amazing adventure. We'll be talking soon, I'm sure. In the meantime, you hang in there and you take care.